We begin this morning with breaking news. An international search and rescue mission is underway right now for a Malaysia Airlines plane with 239 people on board, including 3 Americans.
It has been 10 years since Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 disappeared and has yet to be found. The Boeing 777 took off from Kuala Lumpur in what was supposed to be an overnight flight to Beijing. But just before the jetliner reached Vietnamese airspace, it veered off course, flying back over the Malay Peninsula before finally disappearing from radar screens over the Andaman Sea while heading toward the Indian Ocean. In 10 years since, the missing jetliner has been the subject of intense searches and speculation as to what happened and the 239 people on board. Elise Preston has more on the ongoing heartbreak for families of those lost and a new effort to solve this decade-old mystery.
Tears and remembrance, but no sense of closure. This week, families of the 239 people on board MH370 gathered in Malaysia to mark 10 years since the jetliner vanished.
Well, of course, it can be found. It's a matter of time. You know, there have been ships lost that are found after hundreds of years. So we cannot say that this plane will never be found.
A puzzle piece to serve as a reminder of each person who was lost and to represent what remains as aviation's biggest mystery. What happened to Malaysian Airlines Flight 370? Immediately after the jet disappeared, an unprecedented search effort unfolded.
Right, sequence 190.
Crews from China, Malaysia, and Australia scoured more than 46,000 square miles of ocean, both on the surface and underwater, but to no avail. More than a year later, the first piece of evidence washed up on shore thousands of miles away on Reunion Island, a remote French territory in the Indian Ocean. French aviation experts concluded the piece of debris was part of the wing of MH370.
MH370 was a Boeing 777. As I understand it, it's the only 777 unaccounted for, so it would seem most likely that this is part of that plane.
But few other clues have emerged. Inquiries have been launched into the pilot Zahari Ahmad Shah. Malaysian authorities have refuted claims he deliberately flew the plane into the ocean. But without more wreckage from the jet, its final hours remain a mystery.
We need to suspend the search until further credible evidence.
In 2017, the search was officially called off. A year later, an exhaustive private search by an American underwater exploration firm, Ocean Infinity, came up empty as well. This week, Malaysia's transportation minister said Ocean Infinity could start a new search of the ocean floor.
So when they map the ocean floor, at some point in time they will find. But whether it's in my lifetime, we cannot say if we wait for that option.
Hoping to find that most elusive piece of this decade-old puzzle. For CBS Saturday Morning, Elise Preston, Los Angeles.
It still seems amazing.
I can't imagine the lack of closure those families have because of that.
The mystery just continues to just fascinate people, too, because we have absolutely no idea what happened.
No idea.
Yeah.